as Workspace Unlimited usually does projects that try to go beyond the possibilities of physical space and the physical impossibilities that go along with it, we try to explore in virtual ways what the borders are of our interaction. So the concept came from thinking about how a virtual world could adapt itself to a temporary event, which was a very big challenge.
This time we wanted to create a virtual world that is not predictable, not so much as usually what's happening in a virtual world. You have to design and conceive every space and every texture. And this time we thought it would be interesting to have the textures in constant change, and the textures would be captured from all the artworks that are exposed at the DEAF festival. Every time a visitor visits the environment, he will make changes, and the world around him will look different depending on his choices in the world. But also another thing we did is that each visitor is also seeing different things, because each visitor is making other choices.
So although they are in the same physical virtual world, still they can have interactions, but the way they see the world is totally controlled by their own presence. And that was something that we wanted to do with this virtual world, because it was also based on the idea how media influences people, and we tried to reverse that process. So one of the ideas behind the project was that media has more influence on reality than reality has on media. And with Devmap we tried to create a world that is so responsive to the user that we could inverse the mediation of streams of information that are coming to him. And I think that is a very important element inside the concept of Devmap. So it's not only a virtual world, but it has many other levels of significance in its structure.